no matter what he do.
Show. Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here, well, for Washington. They're looking to come out strong and win tonight's game. Shaq, how good can this kid be?
You know, Ernie, it's rare to see a blend of size and speed as his position. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. He's a great athlete, and he really can finish at the rim.
Yeah, he's very young, but his skill isn't young. And if he stays focused and works on his outside.
Oh, say does that star o'er the land of the free and the home of
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Milwaukee Bucks are ready for this thing to get started. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And so off the tip. It's Washington's ball. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Monroe is out there, it's Jabari Parker. And it's Carter Williams in at the point guard position.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted first overall, Beal third in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
He's picked up by Wall. Beal against Antetokounmpo. Outside for Carter Williams. Again, Carter Williams missing. And so it's Washington with it. Oh, and it's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Middleton. Pushing it up. Tries again, and it's finished off by Carter Williams as he lays it in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he easy putback.
Porter kicks to Gortat. Nice ball movement by Washington. Morris dishes to Beal. Assist by Wall. Beal's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Middleton the pass to Parker. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had ACL. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really 2 different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
Both free throws good from Marcin Gortat.
And, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
Tries again. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Fast break, Milwaukee. And Middleton the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And Beal kicks to Gortat, passes to Wall. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Wall's got his first 2 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Parker against Morris. Shot from 12. Another miss by Parker. Well, looking at the Wizards, they weren't as lauded as other teams last season, but the Wizards were a ferocious group on defense. Numbers support that. Their activity, Greg, could really bother teams.
Yeah, I mean, on the surface, oftentimes people look at them and think offense, but it really was, to your point, Kevin, the defense was the strength of that group. I mean, they do get out in transition, but it was the defense, I thought, that really allowed them to become elite.
Now, here's Parker. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Wall dishes to Morris. Beal gets a wide-open look, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
And you mentioned the Wizards and their defense last year. They had the second-best field goal percentage defense in the league. The only team that was better, the NBA champs, Golden State.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Wall passes to Gortat. Wall against Carter Williams. And it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams. We'll go to Dorisburg, who spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. Doris, what's the news there?
One player we discussed in detail is the young Bradley Beal. He said, "I was a fan of his game from watching him at Florida. His combination of outside shooting and slashing make him a very tough cover. We're going to put pressure on him and try to take the ball out of his hands." And Kevin, Beal's such an intriguing talent. We'll see if he's able to put up some big numbers.
And thank you, Doris. Wizards on D. They lead by 4. That's good.
And guys, more on that Wizards defense last year. They clogged up the middle well. They're best in the league in points in the paint allowed. That they also were great at stopping fast break points. Top 10 in the league in that regard. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here is Bayless. Henson with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Milwaukee the rebound. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Off the iron that time. Pass to Temple. Plumlee with the steal. Antetokounmpo against Sessions. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bayless. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Bayless has got 5 now.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Thornton dishes to Nene. Outside for Thornton. Wizards passing it around. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Washington foul ball. The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Both free throws good from Bayless. 7 seconds left to play here in the first. And Sessions kicks to Thornton. Lets the 3 fly. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Wizards lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his...
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form. I followed through, and still to this day, she yells at me if I miss a shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still to this day thinks she can shoot better than me.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, but he's got a pretty good disposition, too.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Carter Williams is out there with Vasquez. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's John Henson. And it's Monroe in at the 5.
And, guys, there was a time where people wondered if John Wall could be a team leader. Well, that question has been answered and then some. Unquestioned leader of the Wizards.
Here's Carter Williams. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And Wall kicks to Gortat. Carter Williams against Wall. Back to Gortat. And a miss there on the triple. Going for Wall, Greg, and leading the Wizards. It did take some time. Now he does so much, Clark, for the franchise.
On and off the floor. He's really the face of that franchise and has a chance, in my mind, to be an MVP candidate at some point in his career and is living up to the #1 draft pick hype. And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Poked loose. Gortat with the steal. And oh, here we go. Wall, nobody back. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And, Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Cans it from downtown. Middleton's got 5 points so far. Dishes to Dudley. Over to the wing. And Gortat kicks to Beal. The pass to Porter. Shoots. Again, the Wizards score.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Carter Williams against Wall. Carter Williams, the pass to Middleton. Now here's Vasquez. Tight defense on him. Monroe. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Marcin Gortat.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
Wizards making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Parker's checked in for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Vasquez. And the wide open shot from Morris. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
This is not a tough case to crack. I mean, if they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on defense.
Yeah, you can't fall asleep in transition. Everybody needs to hightail it back to stop these fast break chances.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Well, Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is the added muscle coming into play and benefiting him. He's just an average athlete, but being stronger makes him more effective.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Nice physicality displayed by Monroe to set that shot up.
Monroe against Wall. And good on the basket. Book it. Wall's got 8.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Middleton on the wing. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Gortat with the block. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Wall dishes to Gortat. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And the Wizards lead by 13.
Well, I tell you what, getting out in transition has really been a big part of this run they're on now.
And the best way to pile up points in a hurry, just run and get your buckets before the defense can get set.
Morris kicks to Porter. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Bucks trail by 13. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Monroe, the pass to Carter Williams. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Plumlee. Got a piece of it. Second shot opportunity. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And Thornton kicks to Morris. Here's Sessions. That one off the back iron and out.
And for Parker, he could have been in the Rookie of the Year running with this play, scoring just over 12 points a game and shooting almost 50% before the injury ended his season. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And even in the short glimpses of last season, you could see that Parker was the real deal. I mean, he had no problem finding ways to score. And even with his injury setback, he should be a great player for years to come.
And Thornton drops 2.
And guys, the wheels really fell off of Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter. Wizards leading by 13. Temple, the pass to Nene. Wasted no time on that one. On the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season, he wasn't all bad. He did hit, a career-high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's never been a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. His money is made with his jump shot.
And he gets it to go. And the Wizards lead by 17.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Feeds to Mayo. Plumlee with the screen. Off the pick. They get it again. Got a hand on it. Now here's Sessions. Fast break opportunity here. And the shot is good. Temple's got his second bucket.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Washington out in front, up 19. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing.
Bradley, it certainly seemed to be a focus of this team to have a strong first half, which you did. Is this type of intensity something that coaches made a priority?
Yeah, most definitely. We want to hit them first. We weren't going to check any temperature.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, how about their ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, when you look at the opponent field goal percentage, that tells the whole story. They gave up way too many good looks.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Gortat in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Wall dishes to Porter. To the middle. The kick out to Wall. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Pass to Parker. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and it had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his teams.
Bucks trail by 17. Monroe left side. And he gets it to go.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Washington has gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Rejected by Monroe. And Middleton kicks to Carter Williams. Monroe down low, covered by Morris.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
The feed to Porter.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent.
Sure
Hey,
is.
guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 19th in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
Jared Dudley's checked in for the Wizards. Screen by Monroe. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. With some art, and the layup is up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Well, as you said, guys, I mean, the Bucks struggled early in their series against the Bulls, but they got the momentum and forced a game 6, but then were blown out at home to end the series. Ended up losing by 54. That's right, 54. Wow.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He told the team he wanted to run their offense through Parker. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
And as you said, the Bucks lost on their home floor. One thing about that series is the Bucks introduced their new logo. They gave away free playoff tickets to anyone that turned in their old red gear. Not a bad deal in my book.
Henson's checked in for the Bucks. Vasquez comes in for Antetokounmpo. Carter Williams kicks to Vasquez. The drive by Monroe. Gortat with the defensive effort.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas.
To the left side wing. Now here's Vasquez. He's covered by Beal. The shot's good from Henson.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Bucks trail by 15. Henson, a screen on Beal. Now here's Vasquez. He's covered by Beal. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Mark, when you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
That's right. Nene, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Jared Bayless is checked in for Michael Carter-Williams. Here is Bayless. He's got 7. To the inside. Monroe. No luck. Gortat with the defensive effort.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
Middleton outside. 1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. He feeds it to Vasquez. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Middleton can't get it to go.
Getting back to Henson, last year was an odd one for him. I mean, he was starting. Then in February, he was benched in favor of Zaza Pachulia. That might be a hint to Henson that he needs to put a little more work into his game to maintain a place in the rotation.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Markieff Morris comes in for Gortat. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Here's Bayless. Can't get it to go. And the Wizards now going the other way.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete. But his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it. So,
and it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And Nene with the stuff.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure strength.
Oh, we could feel that one all the way over here.
And you could see it. That first step was so decisive, aggressive move to attack the rim.
Here is Bayless. He's covered by Sessions. Mayo into the lane. Here's Bayless. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Washington leading now by 21. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Mayo out there with Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Monroe in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Carter-Williams dishes to Parker. Carter-Williams, a screen on Dudley. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Carter-Williams. Sessions with the rebound.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Mayo drives in. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it's blocked. Here's Monroe. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Greg Monroe.
Washington has gone 7 of 9 on 3-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. And Morris throws it down.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Monroe left side. Kicks it to Parker. From 13. Goes back up. And Monroe puts it in. Monroe's got 4 this quarter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And that one's good. Sessions
took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Carter-Williams kicks to Mayo. He dishes it to Monroe. Good work defensively by Morris. The Wizards have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the 4th quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Shot is off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Carter-Williams with it. Mayo into the lane, but they recover it.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
And finished off by Porter.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Knocked away. For Washington, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th. Going 6 for 7. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
And Parker, here we go. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, guarded by Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo against Porter. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Monroe outside. Inside. And there's O.J. Mayo on the assist by Monroe.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Carter-Williams, the pass to Monroe. And he makes good on the layup.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
The Wizards have gone on a tear here in the 4th. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team you like playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category, and I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent, and I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Nene, he's checked in for the Wizards. Temple comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Henson with the screen. Here is Bayless. He's covered by Sessions. Henson, a screen on Sessions. Bayless dishes to Henson. He used that pick to get in close.
And, you know, going back to Jared Dudley, he helps you in so many different ways. Shoots a lot of threes, yet does so efficiently. He rebounds, he passes the ball. He'll get a little physical, too. He's a valuable vet to have in your locker room.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 41% for the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Washington.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Wall. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
The rebound by the Bucks.
And you know what Jared Dudley's nickname was in college? The junkyard dog. I mean, for his toughness and that nose he has for the ball. Two attributes that have served him greatly here at the next level.
Temple gets the bucket.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Now here's Vasquez. Not a lot of room. There's the dish to Plumlee. Here's Bayless. And another basket for Milwaukee.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
And stolen by Thornton. Here's Temple. Takes it off the glass.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Bradley Beal. Following a confident win, how does it feel to play with such great offensive flow as a team like you did tonight, Bradley?
That's the most fun we had all year, by far. I mean, the ball was moving on offense. We were playing.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, John Wall.
There are two types of point guards, Ernie. Kenny would know nothing about that. He shot the ball every time he touched it. Anyway, the guys who keep everyone involved and the guys who could do it all for himself. He's a great distributor. He's always going to get his assists, but when they need someone to take over, Wall's the guy.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.